Alright guys, today we're going to be going through the Game Week 25 results in what was probably the most underwhelming game week of all time. Okay, we all had the Liverpool players, they all got injured, they all played half a game of football. On top of that, everybody's triple captain, Haaland only got 10 points, meaning everyone who didn't captain him basically got away with murder. With that being said, there were also many things that were good about this game week. So let's dive into it. First things first, we got the defence, okay? Now this blank from Areola means I've had 24 goalkeeper blanks in the space of 25 game weeks. I mean, I literally challenge anyone to have a worse goalkeeper record than that this year because that is just abysmal. The reason being is just I never care about goalkeeper transfers. I think they're a waste of time. But with Neto and Bournemouth having a double game week in game week 28, I may make the change then. In defence, we had the hero known as Kyle Walker. I don't know how on earth that counted as his assist in the first game of the double game week, but I'm not complaining. And with Walker, alongside him, we have Saliba, picking up another safe, clean sheet. You know, Arsenal, their defence is on fire right now. Then finally in defence, we've got Harry Maguire getting a Harry Maguire haul, okay? This is the best score of the game week. But you guys know, as far as defenders go, as far as how much they cost, I think this score of points is actually pretty good. It's definitely worth picking up an Arsenal defender if you don't have one yet. Their expected clean sheets are very high compared to everyone else, even higher than Man City. And their expected goals conceded are a fair bit lower than everyone else's too. Now guys, this midfield five is where the magic really happens, you know. We're going to start with the two Liverpool players we had. They both played one half of football. It was Jota and my super differential, Mohamed Salah. Now, I know a lot of people didn't have this guy because they were going to have to take a -4 or a -8 just to bring him in, even though he was a risk. With me, I saved up money for Salah, like 5 game weeks he was out at AFCON or he was injured, and then got me like 5 red arrows in a row. So I wasn't going to let that injury stop me from bringing him in because I really needed some differential points to bring me back up to where I was. Saka with 2 15-pointers in a row. Also, thanks to 2 penalties in a row, I'm not complaining about. I was patient with him. I held him through the tough times, which actually quite a lot of people did, and it's really paid off. Anyone who didn't own him has been massively hurt. Especially, you know, there's some poor guys out there that probably sold Saka to bring in Diogo Jota, just for Jota to score 4 points. I mean, you know, it's a rough game sometimes. I'm not too fussed about Foden double blanking. I mean, I owned him for the 20-pointer. That's more than good enough for me, to be honest. You know, I'm fine with it. Don't worry, Phil Foden, mate. I'm not too mad. Now, this fifth midfielder, Anthony Gordon, right? This is where the luck really starts to come in, okay? He is 4th in line for Newcastle penalties. You can look on the FPL app. The first 3 choices is Callum Wilson, Alexander Isak, and Joe Linton. When Newcastle won that penalty, all 3 of those guys were not on the pitch thanks to recent injuries. I mean, you know, I'd never wish for another football player to get injured, but, you know, thank you very much, because thanks to that, Gordon went on to take the penalty and score me 8 points. I mean, he was definitely blanking if that wasn't the case, okay? So I'm very happy about that, and I could admit there's some luck there. Now, on to the final part of the team before I give you my new rank. We're not going to talk about Haaland first. We're going to talk about Watkins, because I made a video on why you 1000% should just not sell Watkins for Nunes. And I know he was injured, don't get me wrong, but I was 100% right, because he's got more than double Nunes' points in that double game week. And even if he wasn't injured, he's blanking next week anyway. So guys, always remember, listen to me, you know, I'm a very smart guy. But yeah, in all seriousness, Watkins, kind of like Salah, just proving all the doubters wrong. It's going to really hurt you if you didn't own him. Right, let's talk about Haaland, okay? Let's pull up the expected goals. Let's pull up the big chances and see just how many he missed. In that double game week alone, Haaland managed 2.57 expected goals and 4 big chances. Usually, the best striker in the world would score about 4 or 5 goals from these stats. You know, great strikers aren't supposed to need this many chances. He just turns into Darwin Núñez. He turns into Timo Werner when the FPL community needs him most. You know, it's not right. It's not fair. What frustrates me the most is that everyone who didn't triple captain Haaland is out here thinking they're the smartest person alive. Oh yeah, we meant to do this. This was all part of the plan. Mate, you just got super lucky, you know. Just admit it. As you can tell, I'm very salty, but, you know, we're not going to talk about it much longer. Heard about it enough. It's everywhere in the FPL community. Our triple captain failed, let's be honest. It's nice he managed to get a goal towards the end, but yeah, big fail. Now guys, since I did use the triple captainship, even though it was only an extra 10 points, I managed to get my best game week of the year so far, okay? My game week rank was I think 99k. That's the first game week rank I've had inside the top 100k. Well, it's the first game week I've had inside the top 100k without taking any hits. So yeah, we did achieve the 100 club, all thanks to the triple captain. We managed 107 points this game week, which is huge. It's just, yes. As you can see, our old rank here was 78k, which is still a pretty good rank. I'm not complaining about it. It's just I came from 20k, so I was a bit annoyed about it. But now looking at the new rank here, we've made it to 34k. That's a gigantic jump, and I'm looking to improve even further going into blank game week 26, because I actually have a full 11 without making any hits, which is fantastic. So overall, a week I'm very happy with, even though Salah only played one half of football. If he played more, I could have been on for like, wow, just an insane week. But yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps it up. That's how we did in double game week 25. Let me know down in the comments how you all did in game week 25. Were you a massive disappointment, or did you persevere? Did you pull through? Guys, let me know.